Alright everyone, this is Zero Budget Geek and welcome to Smash Up. It's kind of hard to speak right now because the music is kind of loud and they don't really have many good options to lower it down. So let's just go into my game here and we'll talk some more. Let's go to Learn to Play. Alright, here the music is a little bit more tolerable. So, welcome to Smash Up. It has just released this week on Steam. And number one, guys, for the developers, if you're watching, give us one more option to turn the music down because it is quite loud, especially for people like us that want to do some recordings. If you look, I have the music volume at 1. There we have none, and I want to show off the music because I think the music is pretty cool. So if we put it just at 1, it's still pretty loud. So let's just disable the music for now so you can hear me clearly as we do the tutorial. So hi guys, let's start over. This is Smash Up. It just released this week on Steam and it is in early access, so there is still a lot of improvement left on the game, a lot more that needs to be done, and it will be done. And now is our opportunity to try their game out and give feedback and let the developers know what we like, don't like, what we think should be changed and whatnot. And because there's so many different cards and different interactions, there is still a lot of time needed to program a lot of these cards. I've been seeing a lot of mixed reviews on Steam. There's a lot of negative reviews by people not playing the game very long, and it stems from one big problem. The game is free to play right now, but when you start it up as a free-to-play game, you only have 3 factions available. There's only 3 decks that you can play. Now the way this game works is that each player, there's different factions in this game. There's pirates, there's ninjas, there's zombies, there's aliens, there's robots and dinosaurs, and there's a deck for each faction, and each player is going to take 2 decks of 2 different factions, shuffle them together, and that's your deck. So you may end up with ninja pirates or zombie dinosaurs or something like that, and that's how you get started in the game. But the free-to-play version only comes with 3 factions, 3 decks, which leaves almost no variety. So think of the free-to-play as really just a demo of the game, and if you want to play more and really get to the meat of the game, you're gonna have to buy more stuff. In fact, if we can go back to the main menu here, and you can see right off the bat that they are pushing for you to buy the starter pack. Well, the starter pack right now during early access is $8.99. It will go up to $9.99 when the game is out of early access, but for your $8.99 you'll get 2 new factions, so you start the game with 5 factions, plus there's gonna be, I believe, 6 more factions that are gonna be added to the game. Yeah, add 6 factions in early access, it's right there, and you will get those for free if you buy the starter pack. Otherwise, each faction is gonna cost $1.99 for each faction you want to buy, so it's better to just buy the starter pack. And if you like this game at all, you're gonna want to get all the decks. So all right, so let's go. Now a lot of people didn't realize that the game does have a tutorial, and they have it hidden in this my game menu, which developers, you should put this a little bit more prominent. Maybe put a button up here of how to play. So if you go into my game and you go to learn to play, you'll get the options to play. And like I said, we have the music off for this recording. So here we go. Welcome to Smash Up. Click the proceed button on the right to get started. Okay, your goal is nothing short of total global domination. Use your minions to crush enemy bases. The first player to score 15 victory points VP wins. Your VP is shown up in the top left. Okay, to start, each player picks 2 factions. Order of play is luck of the draw, but this time your opponent goes first. So our opponent has zombies. Your opponent picked to play with zombies. They're coming to get you. Now, zombies are not part of the free to play, so remember that. Proceed. Notice that the faction appears behind the player in the top left, right there. Okay. And then Zero Budget Geek, pick your first faction. Now it's your turn to pick a faction. Pick alien. So as you can see, there's zombies, ninjas, geeks, and dinosaurs and the aliens. By the way, developers, I don't think Geeks should be one of the starting factions because a lot of those interactions of those cards are very tricky and it's kind of more for advanced players, so I'm not sure that's a good pick as a starting faction. Anyway, we're picking aliens here. Alright, once everyone has picked their first faction, second factions are chosen in reverse order. Proceed. So now, for when you're playing competitively, this drafting of decks is very, very important. But I like to play casually, so I don't worry about it too much. So this time you go first. You can't pick the same faction twice, so pick dinosaurs. We will pick the dinosaurs there. So we're alien dinosaurs. Finally, your opponent gets to pick their second faction. They're also picking dinosaurs. So zombie dinosaurs, they pick dinosaurs too. That's okay. You can play the same factions as your opponent. Proceed. Now let's draw some base cards. We draw one base per player plus one. That makes 3. Take a look at the bases above. We'll figure out what those numbers mean later. So these are bases. Here's the home world. Here's the jungle aces and the ninja dojo. And we'll go into all this stuff in a second here. Remember those 2 factions you chose? Well, each faction is a deck of 20 cards. You start by shuffling these into a single deck of 40 cards. And then you draw 5 of them into your hand. There we go. Take a look at your cards below. We'll get to play these soon. Now, it's curious that they made these cards so small and having this graphical nonsense to kind of look at them. It would have just been simpler just to have them lined up at the bottom here and have them be a little bit bigger. Alright, so we get to look at these cards. Doesn't make sense what we're looking at just yet, but it'll be explained in a minute. Alright, proceed. First, your opponent must draw their cards. Alright. AI Fred drew his cards. Your opponent was first to pick a faction, so is first to play a card. Fred played War Raptor onto Ninja Dojo. So we can look at the War Raptor there, and it'll be more explained in a second. Take a look at the card your opponent just played. This is a minion, as you can see by the minion text under the picture there. Every minion has a power. The War Raptor has a power of 2. If you look in the upper left-hand corner, that is their power. However, read the card description. It has an ongoing ability that increases its power. So ongoing gains +1 power for each War Raptor on this base, including this one. So it's technically a 3. So this card has an effective power of 3. The total power of each base is shown on the right. So over here. So see that he has 2, which plus his ability is 3. So we have 3 of 18 here. The base, if you look at there in the upper left-hand corner, it has a total power of 18. All right, proceed. The breakpoint of Ninja Dojo is 18, and this is also shown on the right. We'll see what happens when the total power reaches the breakpoint later. Now your opponent has decided not to play any other cards, so their turn is over. Each player must draw 2 additional cards from their deck at the end of each turn. They drew 2 more cards. Take a look at the M and A actions below. They tell you what you can do next. So on your turn, you can play 1 minion and you may play 1 action. That is the default. There are some things that may let you play more than that, and you'll get more actions and things like that depending on special effects. But generally, you get 1 minion and 1 action. All right, so let's proceed. Each turn you can play a minion and an action. Let's play your invader minion from your hand below. So here's the invader minion. He has a power of 3 and his special ability is when we play him, gain 1 VP. Most of these abilities are when they are played, not when they're in your hand, but there are exceptions. Almost everything has an exception in this game. Alright, so we're going to pick the invader here and play this minion onto the Ninja Dojo base. So we're going to select the base like so and click on it, and he's played onto the base. Alright, you are winning. The invader earns you 1 VP each time you play onto a base. So we see our VP up there. It's up by 1. Proceed. Even though we can still play an action, we don't have to. Select the end turn button below. Okay. Turn past the next player and we draw 2 cards at the end of our turn. Alright, Fred played King Rex onto base Ninja Dojo. So the King Rex has a power of 7, which is the largest in the base game, but he has no other special ability. He's just very big and he's got like rocket launchers on his back. All right, proceed. Fred. Oh God. Fred played action card upgrade onto minion King Rex on base Ninja Dojo. So if we look at that upgrade, play on a minion ongoing, this minion has +2 power. Now let's take a moment here and go into the audio settings, and I think we actually want to lower these things. We'll put it to 2. That's fine. I was a little too loud there. All right, and continue here. Okay, so your opponent just played an upgrade action onto a minion. Notice how the power on Ninja Dojo is getting closer to the break point. It's at 15. All right. Fred draws 2 more cards, which means they're ending their turn. Now, we have 2 minions that can break Ninja Dojo, Armor Stego and Laceratops. By the way, if you notice the background, it changed color. It changed color to show that it's our turn. We're a red player, so now it's red. Developers, I think you should have a better indication of whose turn it is, rather than just color in case there's issues with color blindness. Like maybe make this glow or something more prominently, or even just say, you know, right down here or down here, opponent's turn, your turn. Okay, we have 2 minions that can break the dojo, so proceed. But Laceratops is a bad choice. Why? Take a look at its ability. So if we played the Laceratops, it's a 4, which is more than what we need. We only need 3. But his ability is destroy a minion of power 2 or less on this base. If we did that, we could kill this. We couldn't actually kill this Warp Raptor because it actually has a power of 3. So we would basically lose out on using his ability. But even if we could kill it, we kind of don't want to because that would lower the break point and then we wouldn't break the base. So that's why we don't want to use it, and I might explain that right now. It will require us to destroy the War Raptor, reducing the base power below the break point. The base will only break if its power exceeds the break point at the end of the turn. And actually, I think that's not quite exact. If you meet or exceed the break point, I believe is more accurate. All right, so let's proceed. For that reason, let's play Armor Stego on the Ninja Dojo. So the Armor Stego has a power of 3, but on other players' turn, he has +2 power, so he becomes a 5 when it's somebody else's turn. So let's take the Armor Stego and gonna play here. Now, the reason we want to do that is we're gonna break the base. Now, well, everything will be explained. We'll put him here. Alright, none of our actions are useful at the moment, and we want to break Ninja Dojo, so end your turn, right? We don't need any of these. Both these howls make our power greater, which is not necessary right now. And yeah, we don't need these other things, so we'll end the turn. And at the end of our turn, if the breakpoint has been met or exceeded, the ninja that base will score. So ninja base is scoring. Now it stops and scores in steps because there's possibilities for players to respond to the different effects. So proceed. Okay, those 3 numbers above on the left above are the VP that will be awarded. The player with the highest minion power gets the number on the left, 2 victory points, which would be green player there. The player in second place gets the number in the middle, 3 VP. And if there were a third player on the base, they would get 2 VP. Fred has 12 of the total 18, so he wins, but he only gets 2. Alright, and then I have less. I only have 6, so I get second place, which is 3 VP. Notice that Ninja Dojo awards more VP to second place than to first place. That extends your lead. So I have 4 points versus their 2. Now the reason it does that, well, most bases do not have second place having more points, but we'll show that in a second. Take a look at the ability on the Ninja Dojo base. So it says after this base scores, the winner may destroy any one minion. Proceed. It allows the winner on the base, your opponent, to destroy a minion. So that's why they get less points. But your opponent decides not to, so we carry on. Now, the reason they won't do that is because all of these minions here are going to go to their owner's discard pile after the base scores. So it makes no sense destroying them. But it's useful if there were other minions around here, then he could use that ability to destroy them. Alright, Ninja Base has now finished scoring. That's an extra step. That's why it stops. Now all cards on the score base are moved to their owner's discard piles. And this part is very annoying how slow it moves. And I get that they're just trying to show whose is what, but I think that could have been a little faster. I actually think we can change the game speed, so maybe that's never mind. You can look at anyone's discard pile anytime by selecting them in the top left. So we can go like this and look at their discard pile. Bam. Proceed. Finally, we discard the scored base and replace it with another. So this is getting discarded, and that is replacing it. After the base scored, it was the end of your turn, so play continues with you drawing 2 cards. So we draw 2 cards there. They played Gravedigger onto base Jungle Oasis. Now the Gravedigger is a power 4, and you may place a minion from your discard pile into your hand. Okay, so proceed. Gravedigger allows your opponent to return a minion from their discard pile. We just said that. He returned King Rex to their hand, which sucks for us. And Fred played action card, They Keep Coming. Well, let's look at that. Play an extra minion from your discard pile. So now your opponent can play another minion from the discard pile onto a base. He played War Raptor from their discard pile onto base Jungle Oasis. Okay. Now notice the action card went to their discard pile because it did its effect as good. Your opponent's They Keep Coming card has now been used, so has moved to their discard pile. Now let's play an action of our own. Select Beam Up from your hand. So let's look at Beam Up. It is an action card. Return a minion to its owner's hand. So let's play that. And play this action to beam up one of your opponent's minions. Alright, so let's hit play. Alright, so now notice down here, we have that available, but it's the only one highlighted, so we must do that now. Return a minion to its owner's hand. So which one do we want to return? Oh, it's just telling it. Notice how the icons left below show you we can do. Proceed. Let's beam up your opponent's Gravedigger from Jungle Oasis. Now, I kind of don't like doing that because then he gets to use that ability again. But he is close to breaking this base because it only has a point of 12. So I guess that's why we're doing it. So we'll select the Gravedigger and go on beam up your opponent's minion. So return to hand. I like that there's a confirmation for that. And now let's play a minion, play Supreme Overlord. So Supreme Overlord is a power 5. You may return a minion to its owner's hand. So we'll play him. And play this minion onto the homeworld, which is here. Supreme Overlord allows you to return another of your opponent's minions, so go ahead. So we'll return this War Raptor back to its owner's hand. And we've set our opponent back. When we played a Supreme Overlord, the homeworld gave us the ability to play another minion. So look at that. After each time a minion is played here, its owner may play an extra minion of power 2 or less. Alright, proceed. However, it needs to be a minion of power 2 or less, and we don't have any, so let's end our turn, right? We don't have any, so bam. Draw 2 cards, and then our opponent goes. He played King Rex onto Jungle Oasis. Proceed. Draw 2 more cards from your deck into your hand. Smash Up is a very varied game, and every card is different. Proceed. I think I actually want to... these audio settings, it feels like it's a loud game. So let's put things back there. All right. Continue. All right. Read the cards that you can play and that your opponent plays. The rules of the game are on the cards. Proceed. Have fun and enjoy playing. See if you can get to 15 victory points before your opponent does. All right. So I think we're left to our own devices here. And let's see if we can finish this. So, well, let's see. We have a collector here. You may return a minion of power 3 or less on this base to its owner's hand. Zazer destroys a minion of power 2 or less on the base. Beam Up, return a minion to its owner's hand. Disintegrator, place a minion of power 3 or less on the bottom of its owner's deck. We have a Howl and Tooth and Claw. You know what? Even though, now I've played this tutorial before, so I have an inkling of what to do here. Now, even though we would lose out on using these abilities, all right, let's play an action here. Let's beam up, return a minion to its owner's hand. So we're gonna play this, and we're gonna return the King Rex. We could actually return the Supreme Overlord and then play it here and return that to hand, but that's kind of a roundabout way. Let's just return the King Rex to our opponent's hand. And then, even though it won't give us much of a benefit, let's go ahead and put the Laceratops onto the homeworld. And doing that, right, action ability cannot be played. So his ability, Destroy Power Minion 2, can't be played. That's just letting us know that. And then because the homeworld ability, we can play a minion of 2 or less. I'm going to play this guy. And now I think, do I want to play him on the homeworld or maybe the Jungle Oasis? I think I'm actually going to put him on the Jungle Oasis. And that's it. Oh, he's got an ability there, but we can't use it, so we'll just end our turn. And draw 2 cards. Oh, he put the King Rex over there. Alright, proceed. And he played Augmentation onto Minion King Rex to base. Oh, God. Alright, proceed. And he played a War Raptor there. Oh, he's going to bust this base. Oh, he's going to bust it. Maybe he should have put that guy there. I still would have taken second place, so, alright. And he placed Tenacious Z into base Tortuga. So Tenacious Z, was that in his hand or his graveyard? But anyway, it has the ability. During your turn, you may play this card from your discard pile as an extra minion. You may only use the ability of 1 Tenacious Z per turn. So, proceed. And the homeworld is scoring. I can't, if I could respond to it, the card will be highlighted, but I can't respond to it in any way. So proceed. And he's going to take first place there. Alright, so he wins. So he's going to get 4 points, bringing him up to 6. We're going to take second place, where the runner-up will get 2 points. And has finished scoring. Alright, proceed. And we get the slow shuffling away of cards. So the homework goes away and the Ninja Dojo comes back. Here's another thing to remember. When you buy more factions, it adds more base cards to the game. So that's another thing you get out of playing. So choose a card to play. We have nothing but actions. This protects a minion. This lets us kill a minion if we have a minion of higher power. These will bump up our minion's power temporarily. This kills a minion. We have 2 disintegrators, and I think I'm actually going to use one of those. Because this guy, if we kill him, he goes to the discard pile and can come back. But this puts him on the bottom of its owner's deck. So that gets rid of him permanently. So let's play that. We'll play this, and we'll do Disintegrator on Tenacious Z. Place it on the bottom of the deck. So the aliens are kind of a good counter to the zombies, which zombies are one of the more powerful factions. And our turn ended. He played a Gravedigger onto Tortuga, which gets him a War Raptor back to his hand. And then they play the action card, They Keep Coming. So play an extra minion from your discard pile. He gets what? King Rex. Damn it. Okay. And he ends his turn by drawing 2 cards. Okay, so Tortuga is halfway to breaking. We got a minion. We could play a King Rex. If we put it there, that brings it to 18. That's not that good. Hold on a second. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 7, 8, 9. I could almost bust this with the Howl. The Howl will give me each of your minion gains +1 power until end of the turn. So this would be an 8, and this would be a 3. That's 11. So not enough to bust this. I would like to, though, if I put the King Rex there. But maybe to place a minion power 3 or less on the bottom of its own. Oh, actually, we could. No, we can't use it on this guy. So maybe. Oh, we could break the Jungle Oasis to gain 2 points without our opponent gaining anything. Well, let's play the King Rex. Do we want to put it on the Jungle Oasis? You know what? Let's go play on Tortuga. And then let's go ahead and play this Natural Selection. Choose one of your minions on base. Destroy a minion there with less power than yours. So we'll play this. Play this action. And we're trying to destroy this guy. Right. Play this action. Oh, choose a base. So we're going to choose this base. Wait a second. Choose one of your minions. Alright, so we choose our T-Rex there. Choose one of the minions on a base. So it highlights this guy because that's the only one we can destroy. So we destroy the Gravedigger. And now we're tied there. Alright. He gets a Gravedigger. Shoot. So he's going to get augmentation there. So he's going to bust the base, and he's going to win that base. That's not good for me. Oh, that's not good. All right, scoring. So he's going to get 4 points. So he's actually ahead now. He's ahead by 1 point. So how can we bring this back here? All right, the homework comes out, and that's actually kind of good. Each time he's paying, there's only play extra mini of power 2 or less. Yeah. All right, he's drawing cards. He needed to discard a Gravedigger. He must have too many cards in hand. All right, choose a card to play. So now we got to figure out what to do here. If I could get this to score, well, let's see. I could put both these Raptors here. That'll give me 6 power. And then not much else. So do we want to do that? Well, let's put 1 minion here for sure. And our King Rex is in the discard pile, so we're kind of far from breaking the Jungle Oasis here. Maybe I should have put the War Raptor there. But let's just go here. We want to see if we can score these 4 points there. I don't think I want to play any of these. I could protect one of my Raptors, but I'm not sure that's all that useful. Alright, so let's just end our turn. We could play, well, we can't play more minions. We don't have any more. So we'll end the turn. We'll draw more. And we just drew a bunch of actions. He played an action. I know. Place any number of minions with the same name from your discard pile into your hand. What's in his discard pile? Basically only the Gravedigger. Oh, shoot. He can get 2 Gravediggers back. But he took King Rex. That's smart. Alright, so he goes there. Puts a War Raptor. Oh, is he going to be able to bust it and take it from us? He sure is. Damn it. He sure is. Alright. He's going to take that base. He's going to win this game. I think I'm too far behind now. So, the first time I did the tutorial, I definitely won. I don't remember what how I played differently. I remember scoring the Ninja Dojo and thing, but anyway, this is basically a practice game. So, this finished scoring. Yeah, pretty much I cannot win unless, hold on, let's see. I don't like to give up. I draw some cards. We've got like no minions. So, well, none of these are very good. I can't do anything with these, right? They're not helpful. So, we're just going to go ahead and end our turn here. And we drew a few more guys. He puts the Stego onto there. Alright, so let's see. I think we want to try to steal this Oasis. Let's put the Invader on the Jungle Oasis. That'll gain us 1 VP. We return a minion of power 3 or less on this base to its owner's hand. Does he have King Rex back? King Rex is there, but he can always... I'm sure he can find a way to get it back. I can't kill the Stego because it has a power 5 right now. If I put this guy down... Oh, if I put the Collector down... I'll have 2, 4, 5, 6, 11. I'm thinking if I put this guy down, get my Collector back, or my invader back, and then how? Wait a minute. Let's play the collector. Wait, choose a card to play. Oh, I can't play any more minions. Damn it. All right. I kind of want to score this base now. So if I put the how, we win it. So let's play the how. Jungle base is scoring. So unless he's got a trick here, which I don't think he will, we will score 2 points and nobody else scores anything. So actually we just tied the game up. Okay. So it's not over yet. Alright, so this goes away and then the homework comes out. Again, I remind you, once you open up more decks and stuff, the bases are gonna become very, very varied. So for the most fun in this game, you want to get a variety of cards. Alright, he played Armored Stego on the homeworld. And he played a Howl, which I don't know why he would do that. Each minion gets +1 power until the end of the turn. So that doesn't really help him. And they play a Tenacious Z from the discard pile into the base homeworld. That's a free play, I think. And then he's end his turn. So, what can we do here? We have a collector. Return a minion power 3 or less on this base to its owner's hand. We could throw the Tenacious Z back to his hand. And because it's a homeworld, we could play this other collector here. We want to take first place here or second place here is what we want to do. So, this is until end of turn, right? Play on a minion. Destroy the lowest power minion on a base. That does not help us. So let's go ahead and, well, let's put a collector here. Put it on the homeworld. And I think we wanna throw this Tenacious Z back to his hand. Let's do that. And now I could play this other collector and maybe get my collector back. Or, oh, I should have disintegrated that zombie instead. That probably would have been a better thing. I'm really not sure what to play here. Let's just go ahead and put the other collector. I actually think I want to put him on the dojo. I'm gonna do that. Because as long as we get second place in the dojo, we will be good. And we can still play an action. All players ignore this base's ability. I don't think, you know what, that might be worth it to put it on the homeworld and stop him from playing a bunch of cards. I actually think I want to do that. Jam Signal. Let's play that on the homeworld. I think that, I mean, it hurts us too because we can't use it, but I think he can abuse it more than us. So we draw 2 cards here. I didn't draw any minions. Puts a zombie on the Ninja Dojo, and he just draws 2 cards. He discards a War Raptor, so he's got too many cards in hand. And he discarded a Laser Tops. Alright, so move a minion to another base. Place a minion power 3 or less on the bottom of its owner's deck. I think we want to try to like tread water here. What is upgrade? This minion has +2 power. That is decent. I think we want to gosh. Let's go ahead and upgrade. Let's go ahead and upgrade this guy here. Do we want to do that? Yeah, let's just try that. And that was actually all we could do, so that's fine. Play Laser Tops into Ninja Base. Oh no, he's gonna kill my collector there. That's okay. We want second place on that one, so all we need to do is just have one guy there when it scores. So he discards a War Raptor. choose a card to play. We could choose a base, return each minion on the base to its owner's hand. I could do that to these guys there. I kind of like using the disintegrate. Well, destroy a minion of power 2 or less on this base. I need to draw better cards. That's the problem here. All right, we want to take first in the home world. And this right here, destroy a minion of power 2 or less on the base, is not optional. It's not optional. So if we do it, we have to do it. So we would have. Oh, actually, no. This guy is a power 4, so we won't kill our guy, right? So let's go ahead and put him here. And it shouldn't. Yeah, action ability cannot be played. Correct. All right. And then let's just play crop circles on the Ninja Dojo. And all those guys go back to his hand, slowing him down. Because we want to try to get firmly ahead in the home world and then take second in the Ninja Dojo. So he discards the Tenacious Z. Discarded another Tenacious Z. Discarding a Laser Tops. Okay. Discarding how? How many cards does he have in his hand? Alright, I think the game is just letting me win now. Alright, choose a card to play. Let's go ahead and put Armored Stego on the home world. Alright, so that puts us very firmly in the lead, and that the home world lets us play another character. So let's go to put this. Oh, does it not? Oh, because of this. Right. So, can we break the base? We have 1, 2, 3. So if I play Howl, that'll add 3. That is not enough. If I play Augmentation, that's only +4 power. That puts it at 20. So, reduce the breakpoint of the base by the power of one of your minions. That'll only be 4. So it still does not help us. So maybe then what we do is which one I was thinking? Tooth and Claw and Guns. Play on a minion and it will protect the guy. So we'll play this. We'll protect actually this collector here. No. Actually they're all pretty protected. So let's just put it on the Laser Tops. Alright, proceed. And he's just discarding. Alright, so now I'm let down. The computer's pretty much letting us win. Alright, choose a card to play. Yeah. Well, this guy, Scout. After this base score, you may place this minion into hand instead of your discard pile. So let's go ahead and break this and finish it. Let's go ahead and just throw the Scout on there. And there's 19, so we're 4 away. Let's go ahead and play Augmentation. And we'll put it on, I guess, the Scout. And now it's scoring. We have 18 power there, so we're going to take first place. So we get 4. And he gets 2. And the base is finishing up, but we don't have anything to play. So, oh, actually, we could return this guy back to our hand if we want, instead of the discard pile. So we would do that if it was a full game or if we weren't ending it right now. And it's finished scoring. So everybody goes back to the owner's discard piles. And we've ended the game with 18 and 16, and we still have to go through this process of moving these cards. And game over, man. We have won the game with Alien Dinosaurs. So that is Smash Up. And if you like what you see here, be sure to give me a like down in the below this video, and I'd like to hear your comments. What do you think of this game so far? I love Smash Up and I like this implementation. I think it's got a ways to go, but again, it's in early access. And guys, developers, please go up to 4 factions for the free-to-play version. Trust me, having the players be able to play completely different factions is will do a lot for helping people want to, buy into this game. But even if that doesn't happen, guys, just remember that if you buy the starter pack, that's going to give you 6 factions plus the 3 that you come with the game, so that's a total of 9 factions for $8.99 while it's in early access, and then $10 later when it's a full release. So anyway, guys, thank you for watching. Be sure to tune in every Saturday. We're going to keep doing this Saturday night smash up, and we'll do some random gameplay, and we'll do some practice games, and then try to play against real opponents. So that'll be it for now, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.